Good evening, my friends. I want to begin tonight by dismantling something you have believed your entire life. Not gently, not gradually, but completely and immediately, because the belief I'm about to dismantle is the single most costly misunderstanding a human being can carry, and you have been paying its price every day without knowing it. The belief is this: your desire does not yet exist. Your job is to create it. This belief that the wealthy life is something you must build, that the loving relationship is something you must attract, that the healed body is something you must produce, feels so obviously, self-evidently true, that questioning it seems almost absurd. And yet it is wrong, not slightly wrong, not wrong in detail while correct in spirit. Fundamentally, structurally, completely wrong. And tonight I am going to show you what is actually true instead, something so different from this belief that when you genuinely grasp it, the entire experience of desire and manifestation will never feel the same again. Your desire already exists, not as potential, not as possibility, not as something that could be created if you do everything right. As accomplished, completed, fully real fact existing right now in the dimension of consciousness where all creation originates. Your job has never been to create it. Your job is simply to claim it. Let me give you a framework for understanding what I'm about to teach. Because the teaching requires that you see reality in layers, and most people have only ever seen one. The layer most people live in exclusively is the world of physical form. Solid matter, measurable space, bodies and buildings and bank balances. Things you can touch and weigh and verify with your senses. This world feels like the primary reality, the real reality, the one that matters because it is the one your senses report on. But here is what this layer actually is. It is the last layer, the slowest layer, the layer where consciousness arrives after it has already passed through every creative stage. What you see with your eyes is not the cause of your experience. It is the effect, the final, dense, visible crystallization of something that was determined long before it became physical. Between the infinite creative source and the solid physical world, there is a middle layer, the layer of imagination. This is where most practitioners of these teachings spend their time, and rightly so. Imagination is the workshop. It is where you design, it is where you rehearse the state of the wish fulfilled and impress the subconscious and set the creative process in motion. But even imagination is not the ultimate source. Beyond imagination, or more precisely, beneath it and through it, lies the dimension I want to speak about tonight. The dimension where every possible version of your life already exists, simultaneously, complete, fully formed right now. Not as blueprints, not as possibilities that need to be actualized, as accomplished realities. Every version of you that could ever exist, the abundant one, the healthy one, the loved one, the successful one, the fully expressed one, exists in this dimension as completely and as really as the version you are currently experiencing in physical form. The version you are living now is not more real than these others. It is simply the one you are currently tuned to. Let me give you the image that will make this concrete. Think of a radio. A radio receiver does not create the music it plays. The music, thousands of stations, millions of frequencies, all broadcasting simultaneously, exists whether the radio is on or off, whether you tune to it or not, whether you have ever heard it or not. The radio simply selects. It tunes to a frequency, and that frequency, which was always broadcasting, always real, always present, becomes audible. Your consciousness works exactly this way. The reality of your abundant life is broadcasting right now. The reality of your healed body is broadcasting right now. The reality of your loving relationship is broadcasting right now. Not as future events waiting to be created, as present, ongoing, fully real broadcasts in the dimension of infinite possibilities. You are not creating these realities when you do your manifestation work. You are tuning to them. And the tuning mechanism, the dial that determines which reality becomes your experience, is your assumption. What you most deeply, most consistently, most genuinely assume to be true about yourself and your world is the frequency your consciousness is tuned to. And the reality broadcasting on that frequency is what appears in your physical experience. This is why I have always taught assumption above all else. Not because assumption is a clever technique, but because assumption is the literal mechanism of reality selection. You are always tuned somewhere. Always. The question is never whether you are selecting a reality from the infinite field. The question is only which reality you are selecting. And are you selecting it consciously or by default? Now let me address the most important practical question this teaching raises. If all these realities already exist, if the abundant version of my life is already complete in the dimension of infinite possibilities, why am I not experiencing it? The answer is so simple, so direct, so immediately verifiable in your own experience that once you see it, you will not be able to unsee it, because you are tuned to a different station. You are not experiencing the abundant reality because you are consistently, habitually, automatically, without conscious awareness or deliberate choice, tuned to the station of your current circumstances. You look at your bank account, low. You tune more firmly to the station of lack. You check your relationship status, absent. You tune more firmly to the station of loneliness. You feel your body, in pain. You tune more firmly to the station of illness. And then, with perfect faithfulness and complete precision, the physical world, which is always the last layer, always the reflection, always the effect, continues to broadcast the station you are tuned to. This is not punishment, it is not injustice, it is not the universe withholding from you. It is the radio playing the station you have selected. And the extraordinary, life-changing, everything-altering truth is this. You can change the station right now, in this moment, without waiting for your circumstances to change first, without needing evidence that the new station is real, without requiring anyone's permission or cooperation. You simply, through the shift of your deepest assumption, tune to a different frequency. And the physical world, which has no choice but to reflect whatever frequency your consciousness is most firmly and consistently tuned to, begins to change. Let me be precise about what this shift actually requires, because here is where most people fail, and the failure is subtle enough to be mistaken for success. They attempt to tune to the new station while still identifying with the old one. They try to assume wealth while still fundamentally seeing themselves as someone who doesn't have enough. They try to assume health while still fundamentally identifying as someone who is ill. They try to assume love while still underneath operating from the assumption that they are alone. And this half shift, this split between the new assumption and the old identity, produces no movement, or at best, temporary movement that snaps back. Because you cannot be tuned to two stations simultaneously. Consciousness selects one frequency, and it selects the one that is most deeply felt as real, not the one you are consciously affirming, but the one you are unconsciously being. The real shift is not in what you say to yourself, it is in what you identify as. A man came to me who had been trying to manifest financial abundance for years. With every technique available, he visualized daily, he affirmed constantly, he kept a gratitude journal, he did everything, and nothing moved. I said to him, stop trying to manifest money. Instead, recognize that in the dimension of infinite possibilities, the reality where you are abundantly wealthy already exists right now. Your job is not to create this reality. It is to claim it, and then to live from it, not toward it, but from it as the person who has already claimed it. I taught him a daily practice. Each morning, he would close his eyes and do one thing: recognize. Not visualize, not affirm, recognize. In this moment, in the dimension where all realities exist, There is a version of me who is abundantly wealthy. That version is as real as any other version of me. I am not creating that version. I am identifying with it. I am claiming it as the version of me I am choosing to be. And then, throughout his day, whenever the physical evidence tried to pull him back, the familiar low balance, the familiar worry, the familiar pattern of not enough, he would remember, what I see in the physical world is old news. It is the echo of a former frequency. I have changed stations. The physical world is catching up. He did not fight the evidence. He did not pretend it wasn't there. He simply refused to let it determine his identity, refused to let the old echo re-establish the old tuning. Within 3 months, money arrived through channels he had not anticipated, not because he manifested it, because he had changed the frequency, and the physical world, which is always, without exception, a reflection of the dominant frequency of your consciousness, began to reflect the new one. I want to say something about time, because it is directly relevant to this teaching. In the dimension of infinite possibilities, in the level of reality where all versions of your life exist simultaneously, there is no time. No before, no after, no waiting, no becoming, only being, only the eternal, simultaneous presence of all possibilities, all versions, all realities existing together right now in the single dimensionless moment of consciousness. This means something that sounds radical until you really think about it. The future you desire does not exist in the future. It exists now, in this dimension, already complete. The version of you who is living the abundant life 5 years from now, that person exists right now in the dimension of infinite possibilities, as real and as complete as the you reading these words. You are not waiting for them to be created. You are simply not yet identified with them. An identification, the shift of consciousness from your current version to that version, is not a slow process that happens over time. It is a shift that happens in a moment of genuine recognition, a moment of genuinely claiming, that is me, not who I am becoming, who I am. The physical world, which is denser and slower, takes time to reflect the shift. The echo must catch up to the new frequency. The frames of the film must play out in sequence. But the selection, the actual moment of choosing which version of yourself you are, can happen instantaneously. And the moment it genuinely does, the process of physical manifestation begins immediately. Because the reality was already there. It was always already there. It was waiting only for you to tune to it. Let me give you the practice, the actual, daily, specific practice of living from this understanding. It is not complicated. It does not require elaborate ritual or extended sessions or perfect technique. It requires one thing done consistently throughout your day. Identify with the version of you that has already claimed the desired reality. Not the version that is hoping to get there. Not the version that is working toward it. Not the version that is manifesting it. The version that has already selected it from the dimension of infinite possibilities and is simply waiting, without anxiety, without impatience, without doubt for the physical echo to catch up. What does this version think when they wake up in the morning? Not, I wonder if today is the day it happens, but my reality is already claimed. Today is simply more of the same. What does this version feel when circumstances seem to contradict the desired state? Not, oh no, it's not working, but this is the old echo. My new frequency is already established. The physical world is in the process of catching up. What is the quality of this version's inner conversation throughout the day? Not hoping, not reaching, not monitoring, not anxious about the timeline. The quiet, settled, almost unremarkable certainty of someone who has already made a selection and is simply living forward from it. This is not performance. You cannot perform this state effectively. The subconscious reads through performance instantly. But you can genuinely arrive at this state through genuine understanding. When you really grasp that the desired reality already exists, that it is not something you are creating, but something you are selecting, the anxiety around manifestation begins to dissolve, because you are not waiting for something to be made. You are waiting for something already made to arrive in the slow, dense, always catching up physical world. And that waiting has an entirely different quality than the desperate, effortful, please let this work quality of someone who believes they are trying to make something happen from nothing. It has the quality of someone who has ordered something they know is real and is simply giving it time to be delivered. I want to close with the deepest version of what I have been teaching tonight. The dimension I have been describing, the infinite field, where all possibilities exist simultaneously, is not somewhere you need to travel to. It is not a separate realm. It is what you are. You are not a physical body that occasionally accesses a higher dimension. You are infinite consciousness, temporarily focused through the lens of individual experience, playing out one strand of the infinite tapestry of what you already are. The infinite possibilities are not outside you, waiting to be chosen. They are inside you, waiting to be recognized. When you claim a new reality, when you genuinely, deeply, completely shift your identification to the version of yourself who lives in that reality, you are not reaching outside yourself to grab something. You are recognizing what you already contain. You are expressing a different facet of what you have always been. The library of all possible lives exists within you. You are not searching the shelves. You are the library. And any book you choose to open, any frequency you choose to tune to, any version of yourself you choose to identify with and live from, is already written, already real, already yours. You have only to claim it. So tonight, before you sleep, do one thing. Choose the version of yourself that you most deeply desire to be. The abundant one, the healthy one, the loved one, the free one. And instead of visualizing them in the future or affirming them in the present, recognize them as already existing, as already real, as a frequency already broadcasting in the infinite field of what you are, and claim them, not with grasping, not with effort, not with the desperate intensity of someone who isn't sure they're doing it right, with the quiet, unhurried authority of someone who understands that they are not creating anything. They are simply selecting from an infinite wardrobe that has always contained exactly what they needed. And in that recognition, in that genuine, felt, bone-deep claiming of the version of yourself that already exists in the dimension where everything is already done, watch what the physical world begins to do. It will do what the physical world always does, without exception, when consciousness genuinely shifts its station. It will catch up. Good evening. This is Neville Lectures. I'll see you again in the next video.